Once upon a time, in the ancient land of Egypt, there lived a great pharaoh who reigned with an iron fist. The Israelites, descendants of Jacob, had settled in Egypt many years before, seeking refuge from famine. At first, they were welcomed and treated with kindness, but as time passed, their population grew, and the pharaoh began to fear their strength. The pharaoh, whose name was Ramses II, decided to enslave the Israelites, forcing them into hard labor and treating them cruelly. The Israelites toiled day and night, building magnificent structures like the cities of Pithom and Ramses, all while their spirits remained unbroken. Among the Israelites was a young boy named Moses. He was born at a time when the Pharaoh had ordered the death of every Hebrew male child. To protect him from this decree, his mother placed him in a basket and set him adrift on the Nile River. Miraculously, the basket was discovered by the Pharaoh's daughter, who took pity on the baby and raised him as her own. As Moses grew older, he became aware of his true heritage. He witnessed the suffering of his people and felt compelled to help them. One day, while visiting his fellow Israelites in their labor camps, he saw an Egyptian overseer brutally beating a Hebrew slave. Filled with rage, Moses intervened and accidentally killed the overseer. Realizing that his actions would not go unnoticed, Moses fled into the wilderness. There, he encountered a burning bush that spoke to him in the voice of God. The bush commanded Moses to return to Egypt and lead his people out of bondage. Reluctantly, Moses obeyed and returned to Egypt with his brother Aaron. They confronted Ramses II and demanded that he release the Israelites. But Ramses refused, and so began a series of plagues sent by God to convince the Pharaoh to change his mind. The Nile River turned to blood, and frogs invaded the land. Then came gnats, flies, and a plague that killed all the livestock. Next, boils afflicted the Egyptians, followed by hailstorms and locusts that devoured their crops. Darkness shrouded the land for 3 days, leaving the Egyptians in despair. Still, Ramses remained stubborn. It was only after the final and most devastating plague, the death of every firstborn in Egypt, that he relented. Heartbroken and defeated, Ramses ordered the Israelites to leave. With their newfound freedom, the Israelites embarked on a journey toward the Promised Land. Moses led them through the wilderness, guided by a pillar of cloud during the day and a pillar of fire at night. Along the way, they faced numerous challenges and trials, but their faith in God sustained them. Finally, after 40 years of wandering, the Israelites reached the borders of Canaan, the land flowing with milk and honey. Moses, however, was not destined to enter it. He passed away on Mount Nebo, overlooking the Promised Land, leaving his people in the hands of his successor, Joshua. The story of the Israelites in Egypt is one of resilience, faith, and liberation. It serves as a reminder that even in the darkest times, hope can prevail, and freedom can be attained with unwavering determination and trust in a higher power.